Hey fire signs, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle, and I am bringing you the energy check-in for the week, but we are also doing things a little bit differently. So we're going to start with the normal energy check-in, but as a collective fire element sign, sun, moon, rising, whether you are an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And then we're gonna go into a second part of the video where I'll be doing individual relationship connection readings. I wanted to do something a little bit different for Valentine's Day week. So yeah, we'll stay tuned for that. But first, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. And also all of the timestamps for each sign will be in the description box down below as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put these to the side for now. Let's take a look at what the collective fire signs are feeling at this time. What is the energy for the collective fire signs at this time? Ooh, okay. Very interesting. All of the decks that I use will be in the description box below as well. And this does apply for the entire week, so all the way until the end of, well, until Sunday, so the 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Anytime you click on this reading, there may be a message for you. So please take what resonates and get rid of what does not. This is a general reading, so yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this to the side. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the King of Cups, the Devil, and the Hermit. So very mixed messages I'm getting here this week. There might be a bit of a defensive kind of an energy going on. The Devil here represented by Capricorn and Earth. There may be an Earth sign in your chart if you have that. The Devil doesn't represent like the act, like the devil. It's more in the sense of temptations and addictions. And I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat is having a little bit of an attitude right now, but you know. So the first message I'm getting in regards to energy, I feel like there is a need to go within. And with the King of Cups in the middle of this reading, I'm kind of seeing, you know, the King of Cups, he's a very compassionate, kind of like very highly emotionally matured of a king. Like he's sitting on his throne, even though the waves are rocky, he's stable, he's secure, he's not exactly swayed emotionally. However, there is a sense of kind of either challenges or blocks with the Devil and the Seven of Wands here, whether there is a need to protect this energy from outside outside energies that may be affecting your King of Cups energy. That's like the first time I'm getting, because the first message really is like, you've come a long way. Your energy, like you may have this sense of self-fulfillment, kind of like hard work has been paying off. You kind of feel really good. And so it may have you feeling like a very King of Cups energy, like you're very emotionally stable. But there are certain energies that are coming in that may be trying to influence this energy of feeling good, this energy of emotional stability, whether it is like some sort of temptation or, you know, an external party. This could have to do with like, I see like a bondage of some sort that may be trying to tie you down, like past pain, you know. Even though the King of Cups, he's like on his throne and he's stable, there's still rocky waters outside of that, right? So it's like trying whatever its way to get at you. And with the Seven of Wands here too, I do definitely see like a defensive sort of needing to protect yourself against the waves, the current that may have to do with this devilish, like very like almost selfish energy. Because with the devil here, it could have to do with like, you know, temptations and desires, you know, like unhealthy habits too. So, you know, you've worked really hard to get to this emotional stability. But, you know, this could be like past traumas or past things, like the ego as well can be represented by the devil, where it's kind of like, hey, you're not doing that great. Or, hey, remember this thing, remember this bad habit that you used to have. Let me just, you know, throw this at you. And I can definitely see how this will tie in with this week too. You know, it is Valentine's Day. People are feeling a lot lonelier with this Hermit card here. So it could have you, especially also too, we are in a Mercury retrograde, so communication could be like way off. Things could be all sorts like out of whack. And I feel like there may be like some like tempting offers that are coming in. Maybe someone's like, oh hey, let's get away for a little bit, you know, kind of like, you know, like a temptress person or someone that you know is toxic or bad for you or will lead you like down like a bad path, or that does not align with your like self-fulfillment or doesn't align with, you know, the emotional stability that you created. It's kind of like, you know, this emotionally unstable person, this chaotic person is coming in and trying to disturb your peace. Because the Hermit here also resembles kind of like going within and seeking your personal truth. And within seeking your personal truth, it's like you were able to get to this place of self-fulfillment. That's kind of what I'm picking up for. I feel like I just bunched up like the several messages I was getting into one. So if that applies for you, please take it how it resonates. So one could be, you know, so one of the messages could be, you know, you're getting to this place and there may be a tempting like habit that is reaching out to you that you have to defend yourself against. It's kind of like defending yourself against yourself, right? Your ego, you know, negative self-talk, negative mindsets that will distract you, kind of like the wave that I spoke about. Another one could be an actual person that's coming in to give you this tempting offer that's like, you know, suddenly people are coming out of the woodworks to like try to, you know, take you out on dates and trying to like sway you to maybe go down a path that it doesn't align with you. You'll feel it. You'll know when it's like the person has good intentions or not. That's up for your discernment and for you. And I feel like, so that's the second message. The third message I'm kind of picking up. It's not as strong, but I feel like Spirit for the third message is calling for you to go more into a hermit mode, like all together in order to get to this place. Like maybe you're in this position right now, like you're in like a lot of kind of like a not so great place, like a very, you know, a little shadowy, a bit defensive, a bit like the world is kind of out to get you. And what I'm seeing with that is like, in order for, you know, Spirit's trying to guide you to lead you towards the light. And in order to do that, Spirit's asking you to go within, seek your personal truth. Is whatever this is worth like fighting for or fighting people with? Like, is it worth the battle? It's kind of like pick your battles, right? Will this bring you self-fulfillment? Will this bring you peace and emotional stability, right? So take those message how it resonates, but let's go ahead and go into the oracle cards to see what advice Spirit has for you. Fire signs for this week. Okay, we'll take those two. Kind of trying to slide in. See, and I was like kind of like slide in the DMs. Maybe someone's trying to slide in your DMs that, you know, like they're kind of like, you know, wow, you only hit me up when it's like Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? Like those type of people. And they could be male or female, you know, there's no gender specific, but it's kind of just that energy of like, oof, you know, it's like bad news bears. Like this person is not contacting you for like to just hang out or to just, you know, catch up. So, oh, look at that. Look at that. I didn't, hidden depths. It says something hidden. I just want to see if it's in frame. It says something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. The devil is also like kind of being bound to something, whether it's an idea or like a habit or the ego. You know, I've said that before, but it's not, yeah. And I feel like that's what's coming up this week. See, seeking your personal truth will help you free yourself from these energies. Like I said, is the battle worth, you know, fighting so hard and so getting so defensive over? Is this bond, like, this seems more like a toxic bond rather than like a true, like a bond from unconditional love, you know, a bond with no attachments. Because obviously you see they're chained up, like it's not exactly, you know, they're not there from their free will exactly, you know. So, and then we have this card of friendship. And it's funny, I said free will and I looked at my camera and it said 1111. So see, remember, you are much more powerful than you think you are. You have the freedom to get out of these chains and these, you know, you don't have to always be on the defense. You can free yourself from these energies. But let me not get ahead of myself. It says friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So yeah, going back to this friendship card, the devil here, the devil energy is definitely one that's not for your highest good, right? They're there for like a good time, not a long time. They're just there to kind of, I'm getting like they're just kind of glossing things over, right? They're painting a rotten apple. So like the inside of the, like I'm getting an image of an apple, right? And the outside looks really pretty, but the inside's all rotten. So I'm getting kind of like, is that really what you want? And that's up to you to decide, you know, going within. And I mean, like going in hermit mode doesn't mean you're like going in like, you know, hibernation mode, like you're there for months. This could be, you know, take it as it comes, take it as it resonates, you know, as the situation calls for it. But if it feels like you're really weighed down and you feel overwhelmed, you start getting more overwhelmed than you are at peace, then I feel like calling on those friends, calling on your soul tribe that are genuinely there to help you will definitely help you get out of this energy. You know, more hands make less work, and, you know, teamwork makes the dream work. How many more quotes can I say that talk about friendship, you know? And I feel, I'm also, friend, F is for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me. Things should be fun. They shouldn't feel like tied down, you know? Things should feel light and airy and like free flowing and not like this bound and trapped and kind of, you know, caged in, you know, like literally chained up kind of energy. We don't want that. So let's look into the final oracle cards to see what final message Spirit has for fire signs for this week. This card has been coming out a lot. So it says it's not only about being right. And on the back, it says, in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length to consider the other's perspective. Don't you agree? The universe. And that's really cool because, you know, looking at this in its entirety, I did see 3 different messages, at least 3 different messages. If you pick up something different, you know, that's up to your intuition and your gut feeling to decide what you see from this spread here. I saw 3. I'm picking up 3 prominent ones. There may be other ones like sprinkled there, but I definitely feel more of 3. And it is a lot about seeing different perspectives of a situation, right? Is this energy coming from an external source? Is it coming from, you know, something deeper within? Is this more like an internal mindset, you know? And I feel like allowing yourself to get quiet, get into this kind of hermit mode and introspective and kind of not over analyzing, but seeing things for how they truly are can definitely free you from the bounds and the chains of lack and of, you know, this toxic, like, constantly needing to, you know, be on like fight or flight mode. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And instead, seeing a viewpoint where, how about we work with that energy and build myself something stable so that when the waves come, I'm not affected so much by it, right? The waves will still be there. I'm not saying like, you know, you go into hermit mode and these energies suddenly disappear. It's more in the sense like, how can you build a more secure structure so when foundation for yourself, you know, building that self-fulfillment to the point where when these waves come and these waves, you know, maybe this thought will come in, you know, so out of nowhere, because subconsciously that's, you know, we hold thoughts and, you know, ideas for a long time. And maybe, you know, building that structure so when those waves come, you're not like, oh, okay, here we go again. And then it's not like you're bound to it anymore, right? You're more just like, oh, okay, I witness it, I'm feeling it. I know I have some ways to handle this situation now. So yeah, and it's not only about being right? It's definitely based on perspective. It's based on analysis. And like I said, I don't know how, like, if it's, you'll know whether it's, you know, the best way to move forward for your highest good. And it's like, you're right, maybe someone's wrong. You know what I mean? Like you know, setting boundaries and cutting these certain toxic habits out, right? It may be breaking tradition, right? But it's not in alignment with you. So there's not exactly a right or wrong, it's perspective. So that's what I see. Yeah, that's the message I'm getting. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this part of the reading here. I realized when I was filming yesterday's water energy check-in, my camera only holds about 40 minutes of record time, so I'll be having to slice and dice these into segments. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the reading here. If you decide, if you choose to, please continue watching. I will start with the Aries relationship connection reading, and I will definitely explain further what the layout's gonna look like when we get there, okay? But I hope that this resonates. I hope that this gave you some clarity into the energy and into, you know, maybe a direction on how we can shift that energy. And please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will go ahead and move on to the love readings, okay? Well, relationship readings, okay? Take care, fire signs. Bye. Hey Aries, welcome to your relationship reading. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to have person A on this side and then person B on this side, and then we're going to see the connecting energies and then advice and more advice with oracle cards. This is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, since Venus is the planet of love and attraction. So if you have Aries in your Venus, there may be a message here for you. I'm not going to specify who is person A and who is person B. I've noticed in my reading, sometimes I just say you as person A and you as person B, but so don't mind when I say you, I'm just referring to the A and B. So please take that as it resonates, whether you can be person A or you can be person B. But we're going to start with the Moonology deck to get one card to see the energy, the kind of the collective energy of person A and the collective energy of how, basically the collective energy of how person A is feeling and then collective energy of how person B is feeling. So what is the energy of person A towards person B at this time? Person A, person B at this time. So we have new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate for person A. And for person B, what is the energy towards person A? For person B, what is person B's energy towards person A at this time? My right ear is tingling, so very interesting. Okay, so we have conclusions are within reach, full moon in eclipse. So first of all, person A, they may have some Pisces in their chart. You know, the moon energy in general is very Pisces forward. So Pisces, you may be dealing with Pisces. You may have Pisces in your other signs, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So take that as it resonates. For the full moon and eclipse, I'm not getting a particular card. I am kind of getting a fiery energy with this eclipse card because it's like the eclipse is like the sun is included. So very sun driven. There may be Leo energy here. There may be, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, whichever sign here. So you may be person B dealing with here. So please take that as it resonates. But for person A, they're definitely in contemplation mode, or they're kind of in a mode of anxiety that requires them to become more subdued, like more of a quiet energy to kind of get them into this meditative, contemplative mode. Maybe they're thinking about, you know, the connection. They may be just thinking, I mean, this is about the connection, but this energy may not just be affected by the connection, if you know what I mean. This is more like that. Maybe they're contemplating about, you know, family, their career, you know, things like that. For person B, I see more of a wanting a resolution of some sort. You know, conclusions are within reach. So maybe they're trying to shed some light on this connection or see where they can find some sort of silver lining within this connection, or kind of see how, you know, they're trying to figure shit out, I feel like person B is. But let's look into tarot to, before we get ahead of ourselves, see, I'm also going to use tarot to clarify the energies. So we're going to go in with the Light Seers deck to see what person A, let's clarify person A's energy towards person B. What is person A's energy towards person B? What is person A's energy towards person B? So we have Page of Swords, very contemplative already. So that definitely seems, I feel like they may be looking into books. We have the Nine of Pentacles, very self-abundant, self-sufficient. This person A, what is another energy? And we have the Five of Wands. Okay, yeah. I kind of already picked that up, that they may be in like a state of anxiety or a state of tension, kind of like in a state of kind of, I'm getting, because I feel like they're all wearing the same things, so they may be fighting against each other, fighting against themselves to get to this place of inspiration. When I see the fire here, to me it resembles like inspiration, inspired action, more like an adventurous energy. But combined together with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this person A, is really in trying to kind of get out of this energy and more into a state of, maybe they're looking into books, you know, self-help books, or maybe trying to find ways to kind of get more clarity with these like light bulbs here. They're trying to find that aha moment in order to kind of, you know, I'm picking up like calm the fires, or like calm the tension, ease the tension within themselves and get to more of a place of self-sufficiency. So I feel like maybe person A, because this is person A towards person B, so person B might be feeling a bit cold. Like this person might be giving person B like hot and cold energy. Like with the Page of Swords, they may be in their heads a lot, and then, you know, in another moment they may be trying to, and I do pick up, you know, different, there's like all energies here. So there's earth, air, and fire here too. So they may be trying to find balance within themselves. So, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves and see what person B's energy is towards person A at this time. What is person B's energy towards person A at this time? Okay, so these two wanted to come out together. We have the Five of Cups. Oh, see, definitely in a heavy, like, trying to decide what to do next kind of a mode. Because the Five of Cups feels like a regret. It feels like waiting for, you know, trying to salvage whatever's left of this one cup, but also just feeling anguish and not resentment, but like more sadness over what's already been spilt. And I feel like due to this kind of energy, there's like a bit of an indecision here with this Two of Swords. But let's see what one final energy person B has towards person A. And then we have the Magician. So the Magician is kind of a card of manifestation, a card of focused creativity. So maybe they're trying, I feel like also too, there's a bit more heavier air energy with person B. I'm gonna put my tarot card. I'm like holding on to my tarot cards like as I'm reading, so I'm not gonna do that. Free up my hands, you know. But I see person B is trying to manifest either a conclusion or like a direction for them to take. I feel like there's a bit of a fogginess with this Two of Swords. This is more like stalemate energy, blocked emotions. And I feel like there's like a battle between wanting to salvage this connection, whether this connection is like a romantic relationship or even like this could even also be a like a partnership of some sort, whether it's like, you know, I'm trying to work with this person to, you know, maybe start up a business or start, you know, kind of a collaborative energy. But I feel like there's been some losses here with this spilled cup. But I do see potential with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is often like, you know, crying over spilled milk, but there are still cups available. Like there is one super fruitful cup right beside her, but it's not within her view. So she's kind of fixated on what's already, you know, what's already been spilt instead of looking for things that haven't been spilt yet. Because you see there's 3 more cups that are kind of on rocky waters. So maybe person B may be feeling like on edge with person A, and that's causing like this stalemate and this indecision here to either move forward or try to find a space of collaboration. So let's look at, and with this Magician, it might be like, Magician can also talk about illusions. So when I said like this fixated, like they might be in a state of like an illusion where all they're focused on is like the worst case scenario and the worst thing that has happened in this situation. So there's a decision that person B is trying to come to the conclusion of, like, but I feel like person B is also stopping themselves for seeing what person A is actually trying to do. Because with this blindfold, she can very well just take that blindfold off. All this cawing, from these crows is more just like kind of like overthinking. It may be like I said, with the 5 of Cups, it's like crying over spilled milk, but she doesn't recognize that there is like full cups like right around her if she just focuses on what is available and what she can, put her, attention towards. And if she would just take this blindfold off, she can see, what is, nibbing at her and get more clarity. So that's kind of what I'm picking up for person A and person B. But let's look at the connected energy. Where's my cards? Okay, yeah, let's look at the collective, the connecting energies between person A and B. That is too much. What is the connecting energy for person A and person B? The connecting energy of person A and person B. If this is a love connection, I feel like both parties are either in separation or there's kind of a tension of some sort. Maybe you guys are having like a fight. Like if you guys are together, I feel like maybe there's a miscommunication of some sort, because person B is feeling really confused and person A is just trying to figure shit out like within themselves, and it has much less to do, like I said, this meditation may not even have to do with person B. It could be like a variety of things, you know. This conflict I feel like is within themselves, trying to feel like they're more self-sufficient so they can provide more into this connection. But I feel like person B may be feeling like person A is just withdrawing because they're like ghosting them. You know what I mean? Like that ghosting energy, like, oh, they just don't care. So I feel, yeah, okay. Let's look at the connecting energies first. What is the connecting energies of person A and B? We have the World card, which came up in one of the signs in the water sign energy. I feel like maybe that was Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So one of those three. So that's interesting. So there is an opportunity for the wheel to turn in a positive direction. You notice there is like the lucky dice around her neck. I actually haven't noticed that before, but she has like the lucky dice. There's also like black smoke on this side and white smoke on this side, which I feel like actually really does resemble like the two energies on both sides. Like this side seems a lot more darker, like a lot more lost in the fog, like a dark stormy fog, whereas like person A is trying to like gain clarity. They're trying to see the light, right? They're chasing towards this inspiring action. Like if you look at these three images, she's looking at a book, but she's holding her hands up with like to the light bulbs that are she's kind of reaching for inspiration. She is reaching for this pentacle. He is reaching towards the flame. On this side, it's kind of like very just like more internalized, I feel. So please take that as it resonates. But let's look at one more card for the connecting energy of person A and B. Person A and B. What is the connecting energy of person A and person B? And we have the star. So yeah, there's definitely hope for this connection, regardless of what kind of connection it is. If it is a love, like intimate connection, because I did say this is for Valentine's Day, so this is definitely more heavier on the love connection. There is definitely a sense of hope, a sense of like turning the wheel within this connection. But there needs to be an understanding, like a coming together of where both energies are at. So this would require communication. Definitely like more clear communication, less like assumption of what the other person is thinking and feeling. But I see the star here is like hope and renewal. The wheel is the wheel turning. So very hopeful energy here. And when I like looking at the back of the deck, I was just like, oh, it's the world. So I feel like a cycle here is closing, in the sense that energies may be shifting more so in this connection and for the better, depending on whatever, action or conclusion person B comes up to, whatever conclusion person A comes to with, like, while they're meditating and contemplating. I feel like this will turn in a good direction. But let's look at the oracle cards now for your additional messages. Let's start with advice, right? Because I'm like kind of giving advice already, but let's see what Spirit's advice is for this connection. What is Spirit's advice for this connection between person A and person B? What is the advice Spirit has for the connection between person A and B? Spaciousness. This one says, let's like zoom in. By zoom in, I mean standing up and like seeing if it's in frame. It says, what do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. And that's really interesting, especially because, I feel like space, either from person A, I feel like they're trying to they're either more purposefully putting themselves in a more spacious place, like kind of putting themselves in this separation. Like I said, I mentioned, you know, this connection may be in separation mode right now, or something along those lines, where there's little to like very minimal communication. And I feel like they know that they're trying to create space in order to release whatever thoughts are occurring within them that is causing this tension within. And like I said, it may or may not even have to do with person B, but they're trying to create this space so they're not gonna, like, you know, burn them as well. Person B, I feel like, requires more space in the sense that maybe they're trying, you know, Spirit's heavy on person B, more in the sense of trying to get person B to take the blindfold off, see the truth of, you know, themselves, see the truth of what they're trying to manifest, see the truth of the fact that there are 4 widely available cups. If you would just lift your foot and kind of just let go of this one cup that's already spilled and see from a different perspective on what is available to you. And that would require space between, and I'm definitely not saying, like, you know, there's no absolutes in my reading. So, you know, maybe it's like asking person B to take a step back from the connection, or taking a step back from focusing so intently on the connection, and more focusing on, you know, seeing themselves more clearly. And that would require spaciousness, right? Whereas I feel like there's a need, like, person A is definitely looking towards self-sufficiency. So where can that energy be applied for person B, right? Being in this stalemate, how can person B become more self-sufficient? Where can person B lift the veil and see what direction to take, so that both parties can come together in a more, you know, joyful place of enthusiasm, rather than resentment, rather than, you know, they're not ready because they're still battling within themselves. And so they take that and project that onto person B. And then person B is like, okay, well, that's putting me into more of this mood, and I don't really know what to do, because that's not my energy, but it feels like it's my energy, but I'm trying, you know, that's kind of what I'm picking up on here. But let's close this reading with the final oracle deck, which is the Spirit Animal Oracles. And I'm going to pull one for person A and one for person B. And we'll see what spirit animal is with each person and the advice they have. I'll also be reading from the book, because they just say it so much better than I do. So yeah, I'm going to interpret it too, but yeah, I like how the book writes their own cards, you know. So what is the spirit animal with person A at this time? What spirit animal is assisting person A at this time? We have lion spirit. So be generous of spirits, 7 and 3, which combines to 10 here, which could resemble that, you know, the ending of a cycle. Also, the Wheel of Fortune is the number 10 card, so I feel like they're trying to, you know, go within to see how to turn this wheel into a more positive direction. But let's look at person B, and what is person B's spirit animal that is with them at this time? What spirit animal is with person B at okay, this one has been wanting to come out. Oh, look. So this one also came out in yesterday's connection reading. I don't remember which one, but if you're interested and you have some water signs in your chart, I would take a look and probably like see which one it is. But this is number 66, which reduces to 12, which reduces to 3. So very spiritual number. White Raven spirit, trust in the magic. And it's funny because you have the Magician card here. And it's funny too, because the Raven is looking at the Magician like, hey, do you like not trust me? Why are you just like looking down and trying to like force things to work? Do you not do you see like the Raven's kind of just like, hey, you don't see the whole picture, do ya? So that's what I'm picking up. Let's look at the book, and we're gonna close this reading so I don't keep you here forever. But 37, oh, I'm so sorry. I like almost dropped it. So it says, be generous of spirit. Oracle message is, a healthy ego means you ease God's order instead of edging God out. Lion spirit's appearance is a reminder that you have been given the gift of pride and a healthy sense of your worth, and to express your divine authentic self in a unique way. You are both the king and the queen. Secure in your prosperity and wisdom, secure in your prosperity and wisdom and generous of spirit as you help others. Take pride in your ability to serve from the heart. Contentment with what you have right now allows you to use your resources wisely as you give to others in ways that educate, heal, inspire, and delight. Be proud yet humble. Practice gratitude, and you will find that the accolades that come to you are no match for the joy of knowing what you have been able to do for others through expressing the bounty of generosity within you. Lion Spirit knows there is a great savannah before you, and many who will benefit from the healthy expression of your unique set of gifts if you choose to work in partnership with Spirit. All your relationships flourish as you express your worth and generosity of spirit with humility and kindness. What a blessing you can be to all. And yeah, that's like basically what I was saying. Like, I feel like this is more like they're in meditation, contemplation mode. So they may be purposefully pulling themselves away from any connection because they feel like, you know, they're fighting with themselves to get to this place of self-sufficiency and abundance and feeling good about themselves. And this lion spirit is kind of just confirming that they're already there. Should they choose to be in that energy, right? If they decide like, oh, I feel really abundant, you can have like nothing and feel abundant. You know what I mean? Abundance is a feeling like you have enough. And it's funny too, because lion spirit is facing this way and raven spirit's facing this way. So I definitely feel like if this is a love connection, an intimate romantic relationship, then, you know, you two are very looking at each other. Like, there is definitely a, you know, can't take my eyes off of you. There's like a symbiotic, like a beneficial connective energy. And especially with the star and the world card here, I'm definitely like picking up on like that. Y'all good for each other if you choose to be. You guys, you know, just if you want to, you know, this is definitely, we have to consider free will. I will definitely say this in every like love reading I do, or relationship or connection reading. There is free will at play. While this person, you know, spirit is like, hey, be generous, right? You are self-sufficient and you can definitely give this energy of being at peace and this feeling of wholeness, you know, and share that with this person and invite them into the energy. And if, you know, because that energy is contagious, they feel that and they want to be in that too, or they want to change themselves to, you know, vibrate at the same frequency. But person A can also choose to not do that, right? Like, they can also choose to keep to themselves still. Let's look at person B, 66, with the white raven. Let's see. It says, trust in the magic. It says, nothing in the universe is random, for the intricate web of co-creation weaves together all events and has done so since the beginning of time. Coincidences have meaning, and White Raven appears to remind you to pay attention to these synchronicities so that you might recognize patterns. Even the winds dance in a pattern, participating in the magic of Spirit's plan for all. Align with the highest good and intentions, and you will come to see that White Raven is guiding you, an ally to you, and a messenger from Spirit. Align with the light, and you will start to recognize that all is working together harmoniously in ways the eye can't always see and the mind can't always comprehend. The universe is conspiring on your behalf right now, drawing you to the light and bringing you the magic and miracles that are your birthright. Now is the time to trust in the magic of the world that is everywhere and in all things. Pay attention to how things come together as by magic, and you will see the hand of Great Spirit arranging things in your favor. So yeah, like, there's definitely a need to trust in a co-creation with the universe, because the magician here, I feel like this especially with this card, they're just so focused on, you know, trying to create something from their own power that they don't see all the light from behind that's just trying, like the nudging at person B to see more, to get out of this stalemate, to get out of this feeling of, you know, regret and this feeling of lack, and work with spirit and trust in magic and things going, you know, their way. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments what you think, if I should do more of these styles of readings. Like I said, this week is a little specific towards more romantic relationships because I intended them so. But it is open for interpretation, whoever person A or B is. Let me know if I should do more of these in the future. I'd love to hear all about it. And yeah, I hope you all have a great week. And like I said, please take what resonates and get rid of what does not. And I will see you all in another reading. Okay, take care, Aries. Bye. Hey, Leo. Welcome to your relationship connection reading. So the way this is going to work, I'm going to have person A's energy on this side, person B's energy on this side. We're going to start with this oracle deck. We're going to pick one card to resemble the energy that person A is feeling toward person B at this time, and we're going to do the same for person B. And then we're going to go into tarot to clarify and see the connecting energies, and then we're going to get advice and all that fun stuff. So this is for all my Leos, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and Venus signs, since Venus is also the planet of love and attraction, and this is that kind of reading. So let's get into it. What is person A's? And also just to note, this could apply for any sort of connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection, although my intention was more geared for a romantic connection because, like I said, this is for Valentine's Day week. So let's take a look. What is person A's energy towards person B at this time? What is person A's energy at this time towards person B? We have a new start coming, new moon. I love to see that. And what is person B's energy towards person A at this time? Oh, okay, that's two. We're not doing that, just one. What is person B's energy towards person A? Okay, we have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So two new moons, which, you know, we do have a new moon coming in on the 11th, but that will be a new moon in Aquarius. So yeah, that's fairly interesting energies. For person A, I feel like they've been in sort of a... They've been in a cycle. Like, they've been on a ride, and I feel like either they're ready for this new start or they're kind of feeling like something's going to happen. You know, there's a new fresh start that's coming for them, but they may also not be aware of it, right? They may be at that place where like, oh my God, what's next? Like, what's coming? And person B, I feel like maybe there's Cancer in their chart in person B. They could have, you know, Cancer in anywhere in their natal chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus as well. And this saying you and your loved ones are safe, Cancers are very intuitive. They're very emotional, very emotionally driven. And so I feel like there could also be some sort of an anxiety when it comes to how person A feels about person B, or like kind of like a worrisome energy for how person A is doing. There may be a separation in this connection. Like I said, this could be definitely more towards any sort of relationship, family, you know, coworker, things like that. But this could also definitely be for, you know, a relationship, a romantic relationship where, you know, there's not a whole lot of communication. So person B is feeling a little, I don't know what's happening with person A, and person A also may be feeling the same thing since they're wanting this new start. But let's go ahead and clarify with the tarot cards to kind of, you know, let's clarify what person A's energy is towards person B at this time. What is person A's energy towards person B at this time? We have the Two of Swords. So yeah, like I said, they may be in a foggy state and a bit of a stalemate energy. What else? The Ten of Pentacles. This is very similar to the Aries energy here in the reading. So yeah, they want to get to this Ten of Pentacles, person A. They want this like happy ending, this material, this abundance, this feeling of abundance. What else is there? This person A's feeling towards person B. What is person A's? Clarifying the energy person A has towards person B. And the Queen of Wands. So definitely a bit of a fiery energy here with the Queen of Wands. I feel like I said, yeah, a new start is coming for them. They may or may not be unaware of that new start or what direction that new start is, you know, coming them in, what form it is in. Maybe it's a new start in career, a new start in, because the Ten of Pentacles talks about material fulfillment, whereas like the Ten of Cups is more like emotional fulfillment. The Ten of Pentacles is like, I got my bag, like I am healthy, I am wealthy. That's the song I'm getting. Like I am that, you know. But they could very well, person A could very well be in this kind of a stalemate energy that is kind of blocking them from this new start. And this Two of Swords could be like an emotional block because, you know, we are in a very, very unprecedented times right now. We're still in a pandemic. We still have a lot of external forces that may be blocking us at this time as well. We're also in a Mercury retrograde at this time, so communications may be lost. They may also be very like in their head a lot. But let's look at person B's energy towards person A at this time so we can see the bigger picture. What is person B's energy towards person A at this time? Person B's energy towards person A at this time. We have the King of Wands. Oh my gosh, so this is, okay, so if it is a relationship, like a romantic connection, and you're not like, if you are together, because there's a pair here, King and Queen, there could also be, this could be like a soulmate type of an energy. I don't want to put any labels on a connection, but if you know, you know. You can be together and be on kind of like in a rough patch right now. But I'm also kind of more getting here that, you know, because in the beginning, I feel like with this new moon, there's like, the new moon is all about like intention setting, kind of like goal setting. So I'm not necessarily feeling like there's, like you're exactly there yet, if you know what I mean. Like like the circle there hasn't been a full circle. But let's not get ahead of myself. What other energy is person B feeling towards person A at this time? And like I said, it's at this time. Okay, yeah. This is definitely like a potential soulmate connection that hasn't really been fulfilled yet, or hasn't come into like full fruition. There may be a case where, you know, there was a start of something, like, you know, you may have recognized each other as, you know, very potential partners, very potential, and especially this is Leo, right? So a heavy Leo energy, heavy fire energy on both sides. So this could be like Leo here. We could have, you know, two fire signs here, which is beautiful because look at her, she's got like a little black cat, but that's awesome. But yeah, with this Two of Cups in reverse, and it's funny because there's these two cards, which this Two of Cards is generally a very, very happy card, but because it's in reverse, there's kind of like a bit of a separation here with these, yeah. Because when you see the Two of Cups like upright, it's kind of both energies filling each other's cups. But in reverse, it's kind of like those cups are more so like draining it feels more of like a draining than a filling of cups. Let's look at one more energy that person B has towards person A at this time. And temperance. Okay. Yeah, person A or person B is kind of needing to, because temperance does remind me of this particular Two of Cups card, because in the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the temperance is like a winged figure and they're holding two cups and they're kind of doing this, like pouring into each other. I mean, it's a picture, so it's still, but you kind of get the sense of that they're doing this, you know, pouring into each other. And in this particular image, there's the sun and the moon here. So there is a bit of like, you know, I give you light when you feel dark, and when I'm feeling dark, you give me light. So it is a constant, it's a give and take. It's a very mutual, you know, kind of an energy. And I feel like person B, there's definitely feelings. And I mean, let's look at the connecting energies first, because I definitely feel like person B has strong feelings for person A, and person A wants something with person B, but they're in a stalemate for it. I mean, both parties are in a stalemate in this connection, but I feel like person A is kind of gearing more towards maybe material fulfillment. This could also mean commitment too. So maybe they want a commitment with person B, but they're not exactly sure how to approach it. Maybe they're trying to find abundance within themselves first. Maybe they're not exactly the most financially stable yet. So they're kind of like, I don't even know how I can offer this to you if I don't have this myself, you know? And person B is kind of like, I want to have this balance, give and take, but it's bringing me anxiety that I don't feel the same coming from person A. Like, I don't feel like a reciprocated, you know, that equal give and take from person A. But let's look at the connected energies between both parties. What is the connecting energies of person A and person B? What is the connecting energies of person A and person B? We have the Ace of Wands. Look at heavy fire energy. Yay. I mean, see, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but, you know, this may be a reading for me too. Let's see, what else? What is the connecting energy of person A and person B? Okay, yeah, the Six of Swords came out. Ace of Pentacles also came out, so we're going to take that, but I don't think you can see it, so I'm going to put this like right here. We're going to layer them. So you see this picture? Ace of Wands, beautiful, right? This is all, Ace of Wands is all about inspired action, inspiration. Like, this could also be like a new, like, spark in a romantic connection, because, you know, it's kind of like lighting the flame of a new, you know, a new flame, right? A new flame is like a new spark of romantic interest. So, and also there's like a lot of like kind of webs that I see here. So I feel like there is kind of a sense of wanting to connect the dots in this connection. The Six of Swords definitely talks a lot about more of the kind of trying to get to calmer waters here. And I feel like this is definitely coinciding for, this definitely is connecting to both parties, because person B is like very anxious, very like not sure about this, you know, feeling depleted and wanting to get out of that rocky wave of this anxious feeling. And person A is definitely wanting to get out of this stalemate energy. And I feel like both parties are very strong, and there may be like, you know, just like something that's holding them back a little bit. And I feel like it's definitely more like person B is definitely more like an emotional imbalance, and person A is more of like a mental imbalance, because this is Two of Cups in reverse and this is a Two of Swords. Suits are all about thoughts and communication, so it's like our internal dialogue, things like that. Person B is like, you know, emotional instability, right? Like more imbalance there. There, you know, a lot of overthinking, which leads to like overload of emotions. So having the Ace of Pentacles combining, oh my gosh, like it's so beautiful. I mean, if this reading is for me, I'm all for it. Because the Ace of Pentacles here definitely talks about, you know, wanting to start something new. You see how like the card here, there's like the roots that are coming down from the hand, and there's like a tiny little sprout that's happening. So it's like wanting to plant a seed in the connection, planting a solid seed and allowing the roots to grow. So maybe this may be like a fresh connection, like this is like a new start is coming. Maybe it's a new start. Maybe both person A and person B know each other, but nothing hasn't really taken root yet. Like they may have had like a fling here and there, or, you know, there may be some flirtatious energy exchange, because I mean, look at this, it's so cute. Like I love this energy. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like there is a desire. There's definitely a strong desire here to kind of bring it together, especially with the Ace of Wands. See, like 2 aces in like the connecting energies. That's gorgeous. And like the 6 of Swords is, I don't see it as like a negative. I mean, I feel like it's kind of getting out of this for both parties, like wanting to go into calmer waters so that this new start can happen, which is beautiful. And I definitely see growth on both ends. But let's look at the oracle cards to see what the advice is for both for the connection. What is the advice Spirit has for this connection at this time? Whether you guys are on speaking terms or not, I feel like there's definitely, I mean, oh my gosh, there is so much potential for a new start. Like the only negatives I see, the only kind of like stalemates and blockages is this 2 of Cups in reverse, this kind of emotional drain, like kind of fatigue blockage here, this anxiety feeling, and then this is like that analysis paralysis, like in their head a lot. Like that's kind of like the only blockages I see. Otherwise, like energetically, like sparks be flying. Like I feel like person A definitely can see like a true potential of like long-term stability and abundance within person B, and person B definitely sees like this temperance, like this sense of, you know, and it's not all sun, right? There is this moon, like kind of more of a darker energy, the shadow energy, but it's balanced. It's very balanced. And it's like, you know, whatever you lack, I got. Whatever I'm lacking, you got. So, you know, that's, I love this. Loving this reading. But let's look at the advice Spirit has for the connection. What is Spirit's advice for the connection? Doubt. See, okay. This, oh my God, the synchronicities, how this applies for both of these cards, because I'm definitely heavy on like this. And, you know, also too, it's funny because the 6 of Swords, she's like on water, and then this is like very watery energy, and then there's these crows here, and there's, okay. See what I mean? Do you see the correlation? I see the correlation, and I hope you see the correlation. But let's go ahead and read this, and this says, offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Literally what I was saying, like this whole reading just summed up beautifully. Like I feel like there's a sense of doubt coming from person A and person B. With the 2 of Swords, they're kind of in their head, like unsure if they can fulfill this potential. And then person B is like in doubt and in the prison, in an emotional imprisonment. So, you know, there is oh my gosh, like there's so much potential to like release the doubt. And just, I feel like this is kind of Spirit's way of asking to take a leap of faith here. Yeah. And you know who this person is. If you feel it this strongly within you, if you feel this like strength coming from you, I feel like you know who this person is. This is definitely way more than just like a, you know, a fling or something that doesn't last very long, especially with this 10 of Pentacles here. Like there's, yeah. But let's look into the final oracle cards. I'm going to go into the spirit animal oracle. We're going to draw 1 spirit animal for person A and 1 spirit animal for person B, so they can, you know, whichever person you are, you know, maybe there's some advice that a spirit animal has for you. So what spirit animal is with person A? at this time. Oh, that is many. That's just one. Far too many. We're not taking that. I'm sorry. I have made the intention to pull one. What is the spirit animal with person A at this time? It is also a little difficult to shuffle this deck because it's really thick. So, oh my god, I love this. This is giving me like heavy goosebumps. I love it. And I really hope this applies to me too. And I think it does, but who knows? This says bat spirit, and it says a rebirth is assured, number 5. And the number 5 is like a heavy, like numerical energy of change. Like, yeah. So I'm also gonna read in the book as well too. And the bat also reminds me of the hangman, which the hangman is ruled by the planet of Neptune, or it's represented by the planet of Neptune, which talks all about like perspective and wisdom and imagination and yeah. More like, and I feel like the Two of Swords here can definitely resemble like more of like a negative imagination, and I feel like Spirit's asking you to shift that because a new start is coming, a rebirth is assured. Like literally, person A is like wanting a new start, and Spirit's just like, yeah, just release your doubt and you can be free. Like this bat. Okay, let's like imprison B's animal spirit, and we'll discuss what spirit animal is with person B at this time. What spirit animals with person B at this time? Oh my god! Okay. I'm just like, I'm not gonna cry because I'm like, okay, this is so wonderful. Look at this. Okay, this is number 11. Butterfly spirits, and it says transformation is beautiful. Look at that. And I feel like this anxiety here is definitely stemming from person B. Like I said, like wondering if you and your loved ones are safe. Is everyone safe? Is this connection safe? And I feel like both parties are going through a transformational period, and you know, this butterfly doesn't even recognize that they're a butterfly sometimes, and it's kind of like, you're so beautiful. Like, your transformation is beautiful. The change itself may be uncomfortable, like the transformation from the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? They're like eating, like they're in a cocoon and they're just like eating their way. And yeah, it's not the prettiest process, but the outcome, the transformation itself, oh, it's so beautiful. Let's look into the book because I'm pretty sure they can explain it way better than I can. So person A, number 5, is the bat spirit. It says rebirth is assured. The message is, after something has run its course and died or has been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. A new start, right? Oh my gosh. Rebirth is assured just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Bat spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one. For the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. Bat spirit reminds you that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. Bat spirit has listened in the darkness of night and has heard all your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found, and death to rebirth, comes to fruition with love at its core. Bat spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel like you are in the dark, know that come morning, all will be revealed, and things will be in a new form that is right for you. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I knew that, I mean, obviously they wrote it. I love it. This is so amazing. Like, this reading is just so moving. Oh, I love this. Okay, butterfly spirit. It says, transformation is beautiful. Joy and the beautiful lightness of being alive and creative in the world is the focus when butterfly spirit flutters before you. Transformation is inevitable as you grow into your most beautiful, empowered self. Indeed, you will go through some uncomfortable stages as you let go of the forms of your life that no longer fit the new you. Even relationships must go through shifts to match your new emerging self. If you focus on the beauty and not the challenges, stop taking yourself too seriously and choose to be playful, loving, and joyous. You will soon know the miracle your soul wants to experience through you. Today is a day for joy, so alight. Look around and see the beauty that is everywhere and in everyone, including you. Isn't that like beautifully like said? Like I could not have said it better myself. But yeah, like both parties, I mean, this, I'm definitely getting like, look at the King and Queen of Wands. Like this could be soulmate energy. This could definitely be a romantic connection that just needs a bit more faith, a bit more trust, a bit more, you know, taking that leap of faith, taking another step towards each other. And that, I feel like, oh, it's gonna have such a beautiful outcome and I love it. Oh my gosh. So if you're seeing like 555, that could be a sign. If you're seeing 1111, that could indicate some sort of sign. I'm just like relishing in this like energy. I'm like, yes, I love this. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the reading here. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you, if you haven't already. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, how this resonated, if I should continue to do these type of readings. I'd love to know. And yeah, please check the description box for more information. All of the decks that I used in this reading can be found there. And I hope you all have a great week. I mean, this looks so freaking promising. Like, I can't, the cards speak for themselves. There's like so much like synchronicities here that I'm mind blown myself. So please have faith. Please trust in yourself. And yeah, free yourself from the prison of doubt. And I will see you all in another video, okay? Take care, Leos. Bye. Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your relationship connection reading. So the way this is going to work, we're going to start with this oracle deck. We're going to have person A be on this side and person B on this side. And then we're going to get tarot cards to, you know, clarify the energy, the connecting energy, and get advice and all that. I'm not going to specify who person A or person B is. You could be person Sagittarius is. You could be person A or person B. Take that as it resonates. This is for all my Sagittariuses, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, since Venus is the planet of love and attraction. So we're going to start with person A and see what their overall energy is towards person B. What is person A's energy overall towards person B? We have expect powerful change, new moon in eclipse. Ooh, that's really cool. So person A, yeah, there's also a new moon coming on Thursday in Aquarius, so maybe something all around the new moon. I'm not sure. Let's see what person B's energy overall is towards person A. We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So this person B may be an Aries sign, or they may have Aries in their chart. So however that would resonate. This is also fiery energy, so this also may apply to you, Sagittarius, but please take that as how it resonates. So for just to start, person A, I'm feeling like, because we have also been in this retrograde, this is also, so the retrograde could have us feeling a little lost in the sauce, a little, you know, not sure where change is coming, kind of at a stalemate. But I feel like person A has been really working on themselves to kind of shine some light on the darker aspects of them and trying to heal that. And I feel like there's some really strong energies with person A. I mean, person B too. There's some really strong energies for both parties. There's like, I mean, for the full moon in Aries here, I feel like it's interesting because there's the two like adjectives here with the powerful and the climax. I feel like this has been, I feel like I'm getting like brewing for some time. Like there's a connection here that I'm sensing that has like really, this could be like any sort of tension. Like it could be like sexual tension. It could be like, you know, kind of just like both parties playing hard to get, that kind of, you know what I mean? Like both, they're very strong energies for both people. And that's really cool. But let's clarify with the tarot deck to see, get some more clarity on both parties. But for person A, a fiery climax approaches. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting like, I'm seeing bubbles coming up, like kind of like when you shake like a can of, like a bottle of Coke, and then you like see it like fizzling up and kind of exploding. I feel that in this connection. It's really interesting. But let's clarify person A's energy towards person B. What is person A's energy towards person B at this time? Of course, energy always shifts and changes, so there are no absolutes. This could, yeah. Please take it as it resonates. So we have the Page of Wands, and then, oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, these three wanted to come out. So we're going to take that. We have the Page of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like person A has been really trying to focus on themselves. I feel like they're trying to mend this pain. I feel like there's definitely been a painful circumstances happen, a painful ending of some sort. I mean, it also may not even have to be an ending. It could just, like, they've been feeling, I mean, a lot of pain. Like, their heart has been stretched, has been, like, torn to pieces, and they're just trying to hold it together. And so, with combining with the Page of Wands is, like, that new sense of vitality, that new sense of kind of inspiration, and kind of almost throwing caution to the wind a little bit and focusing on themselves. I feel like and especially with this Expect Powerful Change card here, I feel like person A has really been working hard to get out of this energy and go into this Page of Wands energy. So if person A is in this Three of Swords energy now, I definitely see a focus on growth and trying to get here. Or person A is here and kind of went through this, and like the powerful change is coming from all this hard work being put in. I do definitely see this more as self-focused, and it might not have to do, I mean, this also could have to do with the connection itself. Like this may have been a connection, a romantic connection that kind of ended very painfully, like both parties just, I mean, especially with two very powerful energies, like there could have been like, you know, a painful breakup at some point, or a painful, like, just like a big fight that caused this much pain for person A. This also could apply outside of the relationship and the connection, where, you know, they might have been affected by, you know, COVID, like the pandemic. They could have like blockage, you know, a painful ending in their finances. Like, this is just really painful energy that I feel like may or may not have to do with this connection. But they are getting towards like they're growing into this new page, like having their eyes set on higher things. And yeah, that's, I mean, this is person A is growing. That's all that's really like the gist of it. Like, this pain was there or is there, but the main idea or main energy I'm getting from person A is that there is growth. And that's why it's like expect powerful change, because you are growing, you are shifting the gears, you are no longer allowing yourself to get in this, be and stuck in this painful energy, and you are working your ass off to get to a higher place. Let's look at person B's energy towards person A now. What is person B's energy towards person A? Okay, we're gonna take this top part. I'm only gonna take 3, so what is... Okay, these ones wanted to come out, and it's so funny because I was like shuffling it and I saw the Ace of Wands in like the back of that little pile, but okay. Really interesting. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, which really does like give me this like energy of this fiery climax, because the Queen of Swords don't take no bullshit. She don't take no shit. She sees the flags as they are, and she is very cutthroat. That's what I'm getting, the energy of person B. And person B, in regards to the connection of person A, may feel like, you know, they're feeling maybe drained from... I feel like person B handled whatever happened with this connection a lot more level-headed. Maybe, and I'm getting kind of with this Two of Cups in reverse that maybe there was like they kind of were just drained from it, you know, and maybe in the beginning they were really like, oh, like just down in the dumps about it. Or also, this also may not have to do with the connection, but they've been, especially with this Two of Cups here, it feels like it's coming from a connection, and from this connection, like both parties felt the hurt of the ending here. And person B, I feel more so feels like their energy and their power was like taken from them. Almost like, you know, there was like nothing left for them to offer anymore because they've tried everything. And because of this ending, they went within and found new inspiration within themselves. You know, they kind of had to go internally in their peace, and like this like sparked like something in them that caused them to kind of go in more in this Queen of Swords energy. Because I do see this Queen of Swords having the little cup here, and it's caged up. So they're kind of like refusing to look at this connection from a place of emotion. So, because maybe back in the past, like the emotion is what was driving this person. And so it caused so much drainage from them because they just felt like emotionally drained. And so they're like, nah, you know, screw that. I'm gonna lock up my emotions and I'm gonna see things are exactly how they are. Which is why I'm feeling very powerful energies from both parties, because person A is working really hard on themselves and person B is just not taking no bullshit no more. She's like, okay, whatever happened in this connection or whatever happened to either party has made both parties stronger in their own way. Like for person A, I feel like they're willing to open up themselves to more adventures, to more kind of like new endeavors, because the Page of Wands is a very like childlike wonderment kind of card, like kind of just, ooh, let's see what happens, right? Yeah, like this. I mean, if you've seen How I Met Your Mother, and if you haven't, I'm just gonna explain the character, but Ted, he's like, he goes into every single relationship and he's just like, oh, this is the one. This is the one. She loves Star Wars. This is the one. And then gets his heart broken, or he breaks her heart because something happens, or there's some red flags. And then he's like, okay, we're just gonna try this again. You know what I mean? Like, this is the one. Like, he's just in that state of like that, okay, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, ready to turn the wheel again and have hope. Sets their sights on like, you know, new possibilities. Whereas the Queen of Swords here is also just as strong, but in the sense of no longer allowing their emotions to dictate how they react to situations. This is more like a lit fire. Like this fire is lit from within now. She is burning with that passion. This fiery climax of how she's like seeing and perceiving situations, relationships, circumstances, even like in cases of just decision making, she's like, okay, screw, like, maybe she put some emotion in it still, because even though it's caged up, it's still there. It's not like she threw it away, you know what I mean? It's subconscious, but she's not letting the emotions dictate her moves anymore. And I say her, this could be very well like a male person be, but I say her because of the queen energy. So just feminine energy is what I'm picking up. Let's look at the connecting energies now. What is the connecting energies of person A and person B? We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, there's definitely like a protected energy from between both parties. Like maybe this is like too like way too intense, and so there was needing like to protect. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was a need to protect themselves. Like person A had to protect themselves from person B, and person B had to protect themselves from person A, because it was just so much coming at them. So it's like they've had to go within in their own way to and they've kind of built up this bubble of protection around them in their own way, right? Person A has decided to do that by just seeing, trying to figure out a different direction, seeing new possibilities, going in with like childlike adventure and enthusiasm. Person B is just like, I see things clearly now, I can see things a mile away because I, gained all this knowledge, and I'm not going to let that burn me anymore. And with the Queen of Pentacles being in between both of these energies, there's a strong sense of like stability with both parties, in the sense that maybe both parties no longer want to be, and I'm kind of getting this could be very specific, but for both parties, they could have like a mutual respect for each other. Like, okay, yeah, you got yourself out of the dumps, I got myself out of the dumps, and I thoroughly respect you for that. And, there's like a common, like, okay, there's no longer like I'm not holding a grudge against you anymore, but I got to keep my peace, if that makes sense. Like, I'm definitely getting more of like that. The Queen of Pentacles is very self-sufficient. So I feel like both parties are very self-sufficient. And whether or not this is, because I feel like this could have been a romantic relationship that ended, and, things happened outside of the connection after it ended. So then they became, the people that I mentioned. However, I do see kind of like a bond here from that growth, from the pain to the growth, in the sense that I feel like it's no longer romantic, but there's like a mutual respect for how each other has like been so strong through it all. This could also apply just in terms of, like I said, this could just be any sort of connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be, though. But if it's not romantic, this could definitely be like almost like a co-partnership kind of thing, where it's like two chiefs in the kitchen, or two cooks in the kitchen kind of a deal, where both parties have really, really strong ideas, very, very strong personalities, and for some reason they weren't able to connect before. And so now it's kind of like trying to come to this place of like mutual understanding and mutual like stability. But let's look into the oracle cards to see what Spirit's like advice for this connection is. If, regardless of what kind of connection it is, what is Spirit's advice for the connection? Oh, look at that, truth. It says, when everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. And that's really interesting, because I'm definitely getting that, like there's, oh my gosh, yeah. I feel like you're both parties, whether or not, you want to keep this connection going, or, this could, evolve into a strong platonic relationship. It could also be like, if you want to work, it takes two to tango, and it takes two to work on a connection. And regardless of, how you want to move forward in the connection, whether you want to move separately or together, the truth needs to come out. The truth of how much it hurt. the truth of how much you've grown and the ways you've grown. Perspective is everything, right? If you can, if person A was able to see how person B's handled it and see how they react and respond now from their growth and from their journey, they're very well able to more understand from their perspective instead of their own. Like the Page of Wands is like, okay, let's just try it again. Let's just try it again. Whereas the Queen of Swords is more like, no, like just cut that shit out, you know? Instead of projecting what they think, what person A thinks person B should act, you know, it's coming from a place of understanding and mutual respect. Recognizing your personal truth as well as the truth of themselves. Also, it's person B as well for person A, right? Person B can't expect person A to just cut through the bullshit and just cut all toxic shit out and just, you know, maybe person A is just that person that seeks new things and wants to constantly find, you know, new adventures, right? And it comes from, maybe that's their personal truth. So the personal, like, allowing both parties to speak their authentic truth will bring much more clarity into the connection itself and bring this sort of stability into the connection. If that's what you want, of course. We always have to consider free will. We definitely have to consider free will when it comes to two people, especially because, you know, they may not want to change. They may not want, person B may not want this connection, person A may not want this connection. They're both strong people either way. It's just if you want to bring these two strong people together, right? Like, there needs to be a balance if two people were to come together. Instead of like, you know, fire fighting fire, it's like, you know, how can we approach this to where we both feel at peace in like a stable, feel more grounded in the connection. So let's look into the final deck so I'm gonna draw one card for each person A and person B, to see what spirit animal, this is the spirit animal oracle deck, to see which spirit animal is with each person and the advice they have for them. I am also gonna look into the book too. But what is spirit animal is with person A at this time? What spirit animal is with person A at this time? Brown bear spirit. Take time out. Okay, beautiful. Number 9. So there's definitely a sense of self-sufficiency here with the number 9 card. The 9 to me resembles like the self. It's also kind of like emotional, like self-mastery. Like, yeah. So, but let's look at person B's. What spirit animal is with person B at this time? What spirit animal is the message for person B at this time? And we have antelope spirit. Life is speeding up, number 2. So you may be seeing 222, you know, 2 may be a significant number for you, and 999 may be a significant number for person A. Whichever you are, let's look into the book. But antelope spirit, I feel like, yeah, going with the fiery climax approaches, I feel like either, you know, you're gonna, if you don't speak your truth, I feel like it's gonna come out one way or another. It's either gonna come out, you know, calmly, it's more grounded, or it's just gonna like burst out. If you are in a committed relationship, you know, and you don't speak each other's truth, it's gonna just hold in and it's gonna like speed up and catch up to you eventually. And you're just gonna like word vomit, you know? And I feel like, yeah, well, let's look into person A. So that's number 9. And it says, take time out. It says, there is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of brown bear spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment and instead taking the time out to meditate, or just take a nap so you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you, and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming, and rest allows for a clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure your energy wisely. Will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. And it's interesting that it's like expect powerful change. And I feel like brown bears are very powerful because they know when to take a break and when to go, right? They go into hibernation mode so they can restore their energy and then they can go out and hunt again. With the Eight of Pentacles here too, I was kind of picking this up while I was reading that this hard work could also be a distraction from the pain. Kind of like overworking or putting your attention solely on work or on like studying or on something, on a different task in order to kind of mask the pain, which is also hiding you from the truth as well. And I feel like with brown bear spirit coming out, the spirit's definitely asking you to, maybe not constantly be in this state of go, go, go. Like, Ted in How I Met Your Mother, he just goes from one relationship to another, to another, to another in hopes of finding, the one. But in doing so, he's just so drained every time and he gets heartbroken every single time. It's not like it's easy. And yeah, and I feel like taking the time to rest and recuperate and allow your energy to like come together so you can focus and, come out and go with a new direction with more, go forward with more sense of a direction rather than just, I'm getting like spraying and praying, see where the chips land kind of. It's kind of like, a brown bear and fishing and hunting for fish and they're in the stream and instead of like just going to some random pond, they go to where the fish are more thrived, more abundance of fish, right? Rather than just splashing the water needlessly and just for what? Like the fish aren't even there, So that's what I'm getting for person A. Now person B is number 2, Antelope Spirit, and it says, when Antelope Spirit rushes into your life, you're being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You're being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intention and take action towards making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it is important to take advantage of this energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make the first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when Antelope Spirit calls you to move quickly. And like I said, I feel like person B is that, that Coke in the bottle with the Mentos in it, and you're shaking it up and it's like ready to burst into action. With this Queen of Swords here too, I was getting that while I was reading that, the Queen of Swords is kind of, she's cutthroat, right? She doesn't take no bullshit, but she could also be very harsh and a bit cold and a bit like, very black and white. Like this is, without seeing like, it's kind of like, okay, I only see the red flags of person A without kind of bringing compassion into the picture that person A is hurting too. Person A has a lot that they're battling as well. And, if person B truly wants this connection with person A, see, it comes down to the truth, right? What does person B really, really want? What does person A really, really want, right? And there is potential for stability within the connection. Regardless of what it is, like what kind of outcome that connection, that stability is, like the form of it, the truth needs to come to light. There needs to be some truth to both parties and to get honest with what you want from this connection. But yeah, I'm not getting anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments what you think, if I should continue to do these connection readings separately or, I don't know. I do like this. This is fun for me. This is interesting. I'm learning a lot. I like this setup. I like this spread. It gives me like a nice picture of everything. But yeah, let me know. All of the decks that I've used in this reading is in the description box below. And I hope this brought some clarity. And yeah, I hope you all take care. Have a good week. And I will see you all in another reading. Okay? Take care, Sagittarius. Bye.